Welcome to Pine Forest News.
My name is Nick.
My name's Paige.
I'm Courtney.
Today we'll be discussing human rights during the late 1800s to the early 1900s.
The topics of the day are the treatment of natives during the 19th century.
Also, we will be discussing the Armenian Massacre and the Bolshevik Revolution. The first topic is how natives were treated during new imperialism. This took place in the 19th century. British and French colonies replaced slave trade with legitimate trade in West Africa. The Chinese living in the spheres of influence were ignored and disrespected.
I'm China.
You're ugly. Your military sucks.
Why are you neglecting me?
This led to the Boxer Rebellion. During this rebellion, China was forced to accept further demands from foreign powers. The Sepoy Rebellion occurred in India in 1857. Britain was trying to increase influence in East India Company. The rebellion started over rumors of the new bullets. It resulted in British government having direct control. The Europeans felt they had an obligation to civilize the non-white people of the world. This was known as the white man's burden. It played a huge part in imperialism. The natives were treated poorly. Now back to Paige, who will be discussing the Armenian Massacre.
The Armenian Massacre was one of the most successful genocides in the history. Sultan Abdul II, who was the leader of the Ottoman Empire, feared the Armenians would side with Russia. Women were taken out of their homes with their children, dragged out of their beds, washtubs, and forced to leave.
Is anybody in there? Hey, you. Hey, get out. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Pregnant women who just gave birth were taken with their babies.
Go. Get it. Let's go. Get out.
The roads were like donkey paths. You would travel on foot, young and the elders. The government became their tormentors. The marchers were jabbed if slacking.
Let's go today, faster. Come on. Let's go.
On the 70th day, few people reached Aleppo. Out of the 18,000 people, only 150 women and children reached.
We made it. We made it.
The Armenian Massacre is not popular, but still important. Now to Nick, who will be discussing the Bolshevik Revolution.
The Bolshevik Revolution started with a small group of people called the Bolsheviks. They were part of the Marxist Social Democrats. Their leader was Vladimir Lenin.
I am a Bolshevik.
We are the Bolsheviks. I am Vladimir Lenin. All hail communism.
Their group was dedicated to violent revolution. The Bolshevik Revolution program was made up of 3 slogans. One was Peace Land Bread, another was Worker Control of Production, and another was All Power to the Soviets.
All power Soviets!
Oh. On November 6th, it marked the collapse of the provincial government. On November 8th, Lenin announced the new type of government based off Soviets. The type of government was called the Councils of People's Commissioners.
We will now have a communist government.
Lenin made himself the head.
I am announcing myself as the head of Council of People.
On March 3rd, Lenin signed the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Germany, which officially took Russia out of World War I.
We are now signing the treaty. Human rights had a large impact during the 1900s. During the stage of new imperialism, natives were treated poorly. The Europeans tried to civilize the non-white people.
The Armenian massacre forced many women and children to flee the areas they resided in. People went through a tough journey to arrive at Aleppo. Only a small portion of the large group made it.
The Bolsheviks were aimed towards the ideas of violent revolution. They had three famous mottos that they followed, and their leader was Lenin. At the end of the revolution, Russia was taken out of World War I.
Thank you for tuning in to Pine Forest News. I'm Courtney.
I'm Nick.
I'm Paige.
Thanks for watching this segment.
We'll see you next quarter.